Golden Wildfire. Field of Beginnings. The Federation successfully aids the Imperial Army, and together they pursue the Kingdom and Church forces. However, Claude's sole aim is to eliminate Archbishop Rhea. While Edelgard contends with the Royal Army, Claude and his forces go after the Church. In their pursuit, they arrive at the Tailtean Plains, where Seros and Nemesis battled long ago.
It's not much further to Kingdom territory. Once we've crossed the border, we'll march through the Tailtean Plains and make our way to Ferdiad.
The plains of Tailtean are the largest in all of Fargus. As I recall, they're also where a well-known battle took place long ago.
We're going by land instead of sea this time, huh? I have to admit, I prefer it this way.
We may have taken a wild little detour, but we're finally back to marching on the Kingdom capital.
Claude, are you sure it would not be prudent to ask the Imperial Army for assistance? They certainly owe us after that last battle.
The Imperial Army changed course to travel west, and Edelgard went after them. They're well on their way to Aryan Road. Most of the Kingdom's forces have gathered in the west as well. Rhea and her troops are the only ones who fled north.
I don't get it. Sure, it makes sense for the Kingdom to reinforce their position on the Western Front. They're losing ground there after all. But is the King of Fargus really abandoning the defense of his capital city and the Church?
I can't claim to know what his intentions are, but I suspect Dimitri's decided to leave the rest to me.
What's that supposed to mean? What in the world could the king of an enemy territory trust you with?
I think I get it. Dimitri is counting on Claude. The Central Church is just a millstone around the Kingdom's neck at this point. Dimitri's probably hoping Claude will cut him loose.
Are you suggesting that the king wishes to avoid formally cutting ties with the Central Church and is therefore using us to bring about its demise? I have heard that the Central Church aided the Kingdom when civil war broke out. Perhaps Dimitri feels indebted to the Archbishop, and his knightly values demand he not oppose her directly.
But that's... No. I suppose this is the nature of war.
There's more to it than that. The Kingdom and the Church have a long history, full of reasons why the King can't betray them. Long ago, the hero Lug von Blaidd cut down the Adrestian Emperor of his day. In fact, their battle took place on the Tailtean Plains, which we're just about to cross. The Church mediated the conflict and recognized House Blaidd's independence, leading to the founding of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. As you might have guessed, that's how they got the holy bit in their name.
So essentially, abandoning the Church would mean turning their back on the very group to whom they owe their independence.
And that's why Dimitri wants the fledgling Leicester Federation to do his dirty work and abolish the Church in his stead. And that's my guess, anyway. But his reasons are immaterial, since getting rid of the Church is what we've been after all along. For the sake of our future and the free world to come, we'll tear down the Central Church and put an end to Rhea.
You can count on it. And if they run off to Ferdiad, we'll just have to conquer the capital to get to them.
That's the spirit. You know, kid, you've really become someone we can depend on. And now, Your Majesty, we await your official order.
You got it, Judith. It's time to fling open the doors to a whole new era. All forces, advance!
I have a proposal.
I've got an idea.
I've got an idea.
What if we do this instead? I've got this.
One step at a time.
I want to apologize again. I'm really sorry. I can't believe I tried to kill you.
It's all right. I know that wasn't really you.
Still, the one who did it was a part of me. Literally. You asked me about this before, about some mysterious presence within me.
That's right.
Well, sorry I couldn't give you a straight answer back then. Arval told me not to tell anyone. That's the name of the presence that was inside my head, by the way. The one that took control of my body and tried to kill you. Or maybe it was someone else entirely. The one that called himself Epimenides.
Arvel and Epimenides, I wonder what manner of beings they are.
Beats me. And it's not like I can just go and ask them now. Honestly, I kinda wish I'd talk to Arval more now that I can't.
That's how these things work, sadly. When you're ready to talk, the person you want to talk to is no longer there.
But there's still so much I don't know. Remember how I got trapped inside that void with Claude and the others after our fight? That's when Arval used the name Epimenides, and then tried to kill us.
Are Arvel and Epimenides the same being?
I'd like to think they're different, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Epimenides is just Arvel's true identity. I don't know if they were just using me, or if they had some other goal in mind. All I've got are a bunch of mysteries that I'll probably never solve.
I did notice one thing.
What's that?
It was when we were fighting and you were being manipulated. It seemed like Arvel was trying to keep your body from getting hurt. They could have fought more recklessly. I don't see why it would have made a difference to them, but they were making sure you weren't harmed.
Seriously? Arval was protecting me?
It's just a feeling I got. But yes, I think that could have been the case.
I guess Arval's the only one who knows the truth. Or as the Saros folks say, only the goddess knows, right? But hey, thanks for telling me that. Really. It does make me feel better. I've got no choice now but to keep moving forward. Live out the destiny the two of us once shared. Funny, I came here to apologize, but you ended up cheering me up instead. I'll catch you later, okay?
Only the goddess knows, Well, the goddess may have been the one telling you that.
Your Majesty, I am glad to see that you are safe.
I am fine, Gustav. My apologies for worrying you. What is your report on the situation in the West?
For the moment, we are holding the line against the Empire's offensive. The news that Your Majesty has arrived at the Silver Maiden will do wonders for the soldiers' morale.
Unfortunately, the same can be said for our enemy. The Emperor pursued me here, and should be joining her forces at the front. But no matter how high the enemy's morale, they will not find Aryan Road an easy prize to take.
In that case, perhaps our concern should lie with Lady Rhea and the Knights of Saros.
Ah, yes. The Kingdom army parted with them to deal with the Imperial forces here in the West. I have heard nothing of their fate since. Were they able to reach Camulus safely?
No, Your Majesty. They have stopped in the northern region of the Tailtean Plains to prepare for battle.
They intend to meet the Federation army there?
It is likely they determined that with the Kingdom army unable to leave the Western Front, they would not be able to withstand a siege at Camulus.
They have assessed the situation correctly, then. The Kingdom army cannot spare enough troops to break a siege at this moment.
But if Camulus is taken, Ferdiad itself may well fall to the forces of Leicester.
To prepare for that contingency, I have ordered our citizens in the capital and the surrounding area to evacuate to Gautier territory. But does Claude truly wish to destroy Fargus? Somehow I doubt it.
Your Majesty, a message from Duke Fraldarius. The Imperial Army seems to be taking more aggressive action. He would like you to brief the commanders on the current state of the war.
Understood. I will be there shortly.
But Your Majesty, what of the Central Church?
Gustav, we will do what must be done to safeguard our people, no matter how great the cost. Were we to bow down to the Empire and accept the Southern Church, Fargus would fall to ruin. A great many of our people would die. However, the Federation has shown us a way to avoid such a terrible fate.
Then there is truly no other way?
We are deeply indebted to the Central Church. Yet it is a debt that I cannot repay. I will gladly accept whatever punishment I must. If it means saving even one more of my people's lives, then as the King of Fargus, no sacrifice is too great. Forgive me, Gustav.
Your Majesty, if this is the path you have chosen, then I will walk it with you until the very end.
Your Grace, the Federation army is approaching from the south. King Claude appears to be commanding them personally.
The rebellious blood of those wretched 10 elites has led one of their descendants to turn his blade against us. Perhaps it was a mistake not to have terminated their bloodlines long ago.
Your Grace?
Lady Rhea, with the Kingdom army occupied on the Western Front, we will have little in the way of support from them. I believe the wisest course of action would be to retreat to Ferdiad and attempt to hold the palace there.
No. We will face them here. Long before the Kingdom even existed, Saint Seros slew the fell King Nemesis upon this very soil. This field is a sacred place for the Church of Seros. We will have the goddess's protection here.
Indeed, but...
You have nothing to worry about, Seteth. If anything should happen, I want you to take Flayn and escape.
Lady Rhea, you cannot mean that.
Long have I protected Fodlan in the goddess Sothis' stead. It may be time for that duty to finally come to an end.
And would you accept that?
Not willingly, no. In our absence, future generations are likely to repeat the foolish actions of their ancestors. And when that happens, who will be left to stop them? This land has suffered enough as it is. I will fight with all my strength and spirit. For my mother, for the future, even for humanity. What shall come to pass? Only the goddess knows. Such are her teachings. The teachings of my mother.
Rhea.
As in the Battle of Tailtean, I will strike down any fool who dares dishonor our Creator.
This is it, folks. If we slay Rhea, we'll usher in a new era for Fodlan. Give it all you got. There's no need to rush. Just keep pressing forward. Our first objective is to capture the strongholds on the front line.
My turn. Everyone, stake your lives on this battle and make the goddess proud. We will annihilate the wicked Federation army.
We've managed to advance this far as two groups, but I didn't foresee the bridge being down.
We'll just have to hold out until we can meet up again. I might actually put in some effort.
We've been told to return to the capital, but we're the only ones who can protect the church's people.
Is that Mercedes? Does that mean the Kingdom's commanding those troops?
No problem, I got it.
I will do what I must until the very end.
Mercedes, so this is where you've been. I will save you.
The enemy's morale is unusually high. The Archbishop must have riled them up.
I'll fight until my dying breath to protect Lady Rhea.
Zero, I will remember your heroism always.
I must not let Claude steal all the glory. I will open a path for our forces to unite.
He's certainly motivated, but can he seriously handle all that?
He may seem like all bark and no bite, but he always follows through. He can do this.
I have sustained Lester from the shadow since the days of the Alliance.
Take a
but
breather.
now it is time to display my full strength.
Ah, the same strength you'd hope to overthrow me with. No one's more eager to see it than I am.
I did all that I could. I guess I wasn't up to the challenge after all.
Mercedes, it was not worth risking your life for this fight.
It was my choice to put my life on the line. But now I must fall back.
Then please, fight alongside me for now. It is the best way to keep you safe.
Watch closely.
No problem.
My turn.
No way I'm letting this end here. I'm gonna help Lady Rhea. Watch out! He's going for the strongholds.
They appear to be having a difficult time. I have no choice but to intervene.
Lady Rhea, I'm sorry, I couldn't help.
Our allies are struggling. I must lend them a hand.
Fodlan needs the Archbishop. Anyone who does not understand that must be eliminated. There is no need to overexert yourself, Flame. Promise me you will retreat the moment it becomes too taxing.
I loathe fighting, but this is my duty. Come then! Out of the way! We're moving right along. Keep capturing the enemy's strongholds.
You are formidable indeed. Continuing in this state would be a challenge. I must retreat for now.
It's my turn.
You changing places?
Take a breather.
My turn. Their reckless violence defiles the goddess. There is no salvation for them. Guardians of the Holy Tomb, come forth! Bring down the hammer of judgment upon these sacrilegious rebels!
Those soldiers were likely created with magic. The devices controlling them should be here somewhere. Yeah! We've taken all the strongholds on the front line. I am afraid I have exhausted myself. I should withdraw.
It's not over.
Watch closely. There are fewer of those soldiers now, but they're not completely gone. Ugh, they give me the creeps.
I see they found the devices.
But it matters not, for they still have no hope of victory.
No time to slow down!
That looks like a device over there. We've got to capture the stronghold and stop it.
All the strange soldiers are gone.
They defeat us, and the central church collapses. Many people will lose their spiritual foundation.
That would be terrible. I will fight alongside you, my brother.
Goddess, infuse me with your divine strength!
Where could magic of this magnitude be coming from? Are we witnessing the Archbishop's power?
She's not fooling around. Here we go, everyone. Don't let the enemy push us back.
The battle's only going to get tougher from here on out. The Immortal Core is ready to go.
I defy you! That must be the judgment of the goddess! We have her divine protection, so charge forth without fear!
You see that magic as the goddess's protection? Their faith has blinded them. People do horrible things when their faith becomes tainted with fear. We must stop them at once.
Then let loose. Blot out the sky with your arrows.
Something's falling from the sky!
We are in serious peril! Everyone, fall back!
Our forces have reunited thanks to the strength of my efforts. Truly, I am more fit to lead than our actual king.
You do realize the actual king is standing right here. But if you want the job so badly, I'll happily let you take over later.
I had not the strength to stop them. Forgive me, Rhea.
It's my turn.
No problem.
Lady Rhea.
No
I'm
reason.
sorry. I can no longer.
Rhea, we must retreat. I cannot allow Flame to perish.
May fortune smile upon you, Lady Rhea.
Do what you must. I will settle this on my own. This is our final opportunity to pass judgment on the enemy. If you can yet move, follow me!
The Federation army has us on the back foot. Do we have any hope of winning this?
The church forces seem at a loss without their frontline commanders.
Those enemies on the front lines were strong, but we were strong. We took them all out. Even with the goddess's protection, our remaining forces are hardly enough to hold them off.
On the goddess's name, you will all face judgment!
Looks like we're finally getting to the good part. You okay to keep going?
Of course. And after we win this battle, you're gonna show me the new world you're creating.
This is not over. I must carry on for the sake of my mother's fallen comrades.
It's time to finish this, Rhea. Are you sure you don't want to just walk away? It's not too late.
I did not go looking for this fight, but you will not see me run from it. You have spilled much blood during this war the Empire started.
I'm not here to talk about who started this war. I'm gonna end this. That's what's important now. This world cries out for change, while you keep it shackled to the past.
And it's up to us to help set it free.
I'm ready if you are. For all of Fodlan!
So be it. I will crush you where you stand!
Well, color me surprised. Rhea's really the Immaculate one? No problem, I get
Whatever
it.
she is, we have to end her. Now quit staring before she crushes you.
We need to make one final push. We're almost there.
I'm getting pretty hungry, but I can hold out. We've got a feast waiting for us after
Take
we
a
win this.
breather. We've been through a lot, but all our efforts will be rewarded if we win, right?
We were fearsome foes, but we should have an easier time now.
I'll take you all on!
Out of the way! Take this!
Our victory will secure my place in history as a hero of Fodlan.
We dealt with our fair share of surprises. We're finally here. Our king is really something else.
This is far from the end, but it will be a significant step forward if we win.
Time to finish this. Everyone, lend me your strength.
If there is any way I can help change Leicester and Fodlan for the better, I will.
I'm still not sure if this is really the right thing, but I have to trust Claude and push forward.
Your reign comes to an end here and now! Our work here isn't over. Not by a long shot. Got plenty of road ahead. But we've taken the first step. Together.
It is now 1183, Blue Sea Moon. The Federation has joined with the Empire to invade the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Claude sought not to conquer the kingdom, but to destroy the Central Church. After Archbishop Rhea's defeat, the Church has lost much of its martial prowess. Tensions continue between the Empire and Kingdom. Having now reached his goal, Claude proposes an end to the war, yet it remains uncertain if either side will accept.
We may finally be able to turn the page on this war. That's not to say all our problems have been solved, but at least there's a glimmer of hope now. And we have you to thank for that. However, there's plenty of work yet to be done. So I hope you don't mind if I keep leaning on you for as long as life allows me.